All right, we're live. Episode 181. Keep It 100 podcast show. That's Instagram, Facebook, and all platforms, pretty much. I have my special guest for part two. He told me to come through for studio part two. So I'm going to turn it over to him real quick, have him introduce himself. And yeah, I'll turn it over to you.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy qdbbeasty, Beastyville Production, singer and songwriter. Keep It 100 podcast. How you doing today?
I'm good, bro. I appreciate you for joining me.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah,
I'm back.
He's back. He's rocking his merchandise that we brought through for him. As you guys can see, we got merchandise on back. We also have, he has his team in the building.
Beastyville Productions in the building, y'all.
For sure.
I got them. They all here.
They here. They're recording. We'll be talking to them as well. And yeah, we're just gonna vibe out to this. And you can hear the beats in the back. So I'm turning over to him again and see what he's been up to since the last time I talked to you. But it felt like it was like 2 weeks ago, pretty much.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but a lot has changed in that couple of weeks, man. I've been in contact with one of Rick Ross's artists, Kobe, and trying to make out some little Twain type beats for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause that's her little lane.
Yeah.
So, Lord bless me with that little contact and try to rock that out and see what we can do. I just got in touch with Jadakiss. I slid in his DM. He finally responded.
Oh, he got a reply?
Yeah, he finally responded. And he seen all the songs that I was singing him, and I was like, hey, I wrote this for like you. Like, you know what I mean? And I guess he finally decided to listen to them all. And hopefully something kind of fizzle from that. I pray something fizzle from that. He's doing some sort of like mixtape stuff right now where he told me I could like invest in it, and he'll put me on a platform where obviously I can get more exposure type deal. But I'd rather just write for him. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather really just write for him.
For sure. All right, sounds good.
Yeah, that's the two things I'm working on right now. Jadakiss and Kobe.
All right. Before I move on, earlier on Instagram, I saw a post which I posted that album.
QDB?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I poured my heart and soul into that one. You got cuts like confidence. A lot of people see the way I carry myself. I was cocky, and I was like, no. Like once I got to a certain stage in life, I became confident. Like I own me. I improve. I enjoy. I love. This is me. Ain't no change, and ain't no bending in a different direction, so I can fit in. I'm me. I fit in automatically. Like, love me or don't love me. So I started the album off with that, and my favorite song on there was called "Shake That Ass." I mean, everybody like a little shake. And all the girls that's blowing up in the industry, they used to be strippers. So I figure, if I could try to squeeze in their lane and get in one of those, clubs out there, it might take off.
For sure.
It might take off.
Okay. What kind of reaction did you get from like that project? Like, it was all positive vibes?
Yeah. I was surprised. Being my constituents, they kind of religious more so than they are world.
Yeah.
So they were like, hey, I don't know about you, making shake that ass songs and this and that. And I was like, well, you know what? I got an encore song where I'm talking about Jesus and there's no cussing in it on that same out. I was like, so if anything, it's a journey. Bro, I'm taking you down the journey. You won't know my story if I don't really tell you the truth. Like at one point, it was about shaking that ass. And then, as it got towards the end of my journey, it was more so about me pouring my heart back out to Christ at that time. So, I took them on that journey. That album you gotta really listen to it. You gotta really listen to it. I have some of my artists that's in another room. They own there and they kind of inspired me as I kept going because as I was recording, I gave myself a deadline. Yeah. And by the time I got to the deadline, I had 2 albums. Okay. So now I was fighting myself on what goes on the album. All right. And there's songs that's for right now, that's not on the album.
Okay, I was just about to ask. I was like,
that's the part that hurts. That's the part that hurts. There's at least 4 songs that are literally for right now, and they did not make that.
Okay, for sure. If someone wants to, I guess, find you on like all platforms, like where could they find you? Like
you can go on Spotify and type in QDB, iTunes, Pandora. I'm on all the platforms, even Instagram QDB. You can Twitter qdbbeasty. Beastyville Productions. You can Google that and everything pops up for them. So we here. We just slowly making it big, but we here.
And you mentioned productions. Is that like another company that you have? Like a record label?
Yes, that's the record label that I have. Where I have 7 artists right now. 2 females, 5 guys, 1 producer being my platinum producer, Almighty Keys, who just signed a Sony for making the Uno record. So that was always just a dream that I had before anything. Like was to have a label, to have an LLC. So I went on ahead and I did that. And I own my company, I own my name, it's copyrighted. It's me. It's me, Beastyville. And what's crazy about that name is my grandfather, great grandfather, white. And he was a chief Indian named John Ross. And Rossville, Georgia is named after my family.
Oh, crap, I know.
Yeah. But the crazy part is I never knew none of this. And I became Beastyville. See how that kind of the Ville.
That's the story.
Yeah, that was man. It still got me kind of mesmerized. Like, wow. And I just found that out last year, and I've had Beastyville production for 11 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm really like, wow. So it's connected. I know we destined.
All right, sounds good. I guess I'll ask some official questions before we officially have your team come in. So I'm here in the studio, of course, and you guys are cooking up some tracks.
Cooking.
Cooking. So what do you guys have coming, like, as far as like projects in the making? If you're able to like discuss it. Like,
oh man, we can always discuss it when it comes to my music. My music is daily. It don't matter if it get leaked or not. Because if it do now, the name, the music, the environment, the culture is being spread. Yeah. And that's what I actually want. But right now, we honestly just vibing. We knew that you guys were coming, so we wanted to make sure that we set this room up to where it could be comfortable while we cook. But generally, when Almighty makes the beat, I guess I kind of set the tone because I write the fastest. So when I hear the song, they might be going a different direction, but I'm already done. So I'll go in there and lay it down, and they like, so what's the hook? Like, what we talking about? And you see like it is now. You just gotta listen to the song and figure it out. That makes them a better writer. Because if I discuss or tell them like this is exactly what I'm talking about, they go write everything that I wrote. Yeah. And then you're gonna be like, oh, he just said that. Like he just said it differently though. So I challenge them as writers, as musicians in that way. So really we just vibing, like we don't talk about nothing in general other than the truth. Yeah. We're not gang banging. We might have some gang affiliation. So you'll hear that. Yeah. We're not, stealing from nobody, but we've stole before, so you may hear that. Like it's real music, it's real culture music. That's positive, but also, the youngsters can
Yeah, they can relate.
Yeah, they can relate to because they not really just listening to anything. They don't talk about nothing. Yeah, they don't talk about nothing. They talk about their pants sagging and the money that they done scam somebody out of, and the guns that they waving in the air that can get on felonies and misdemeanors. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we grown men over here. Yeah.
So it's all positive vibes with it.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are trying to portray.
That's what the industry missed.
For sure.
That's what they need.
Speaking of message, like, what is the exact message that you guys are trying to get out, with the music, with the brand?
Well, what we try to give out is positive energy, real music. We're telling our story, the things that we've been through. For me, because I write for people sometimes, I'm gathering thoughts. I want you to jot your ideas down, and I'll write that for you. Somehow it's like I'm acting in a movie. You're the script. You just gave it to me. Now I need to put that out there in a positive light, to where I think it's something you can hear on the radio for the next 15, 20 years, and not something that you just want to play today and then not want to play tomorrow. I don't like that kind of music. I like real music, stuff that touches soul. I can sing, so I do a lot of R&B.
Oh, sing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, I'm a kind of preacher boy, so this other side of me is just the other side. Okay. You know, we all have our demons and skeletons in our life, and this is mine. I have the Jekyll and Hyde. I'm a good guy, and I'm a bad guy. For sure. So my music shows that, like, dang, I thought he was, but wow, he can, but oh my God. That's how I want you to feel when you listen to my music.
Okay, so can't really put you in a box.
Nah, I'm climbing out. You try. I'm climbing off that thing. I'm kicking the bottom down or whatever I got to do. Ain't no box for me. I don't see boxes.
For sure. Okay, sounds good on that end. Whenever you're ready to, I guess, bring your team in, like, we can kind of just talk to them and introduce them to the world, of course.
All right.
It's on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube.
What y'all doing out there? We ain't really said nothing to y'all. Yeah. We just over here talking to each other. I'm sorry.
For sure.
I got so much to talk about, so my bad.
Yeah. We're just vibing out. I see the comment section over there. Hello to everyone in the audience. I see Jerry.
No, we're not father and son. He's the host, and I'm just the host, and he's the host.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Terrell, one of the co-hosts. JR is the other host in the background, saying hello to us and giving us positive vibes. So, yeah.
I'm going to grab my artist for you.
For sure. So what he's going to do is bring his other artists in, and I'm going to interview them and say hello to them. What's up, bro?
Brother, what's going on, bro?
How you doing?
Doing well, man. How about yourself?
Good. As promised, we have another artist in the building.
This guy's never broken a promise,
man. For sure. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, bro?
Hey, my name is RYPK. I learned at a young age as I was going to work. Back in the day, you had to sign your check to get paid. Signing my signature was what I needed to do in order to get my check. So RYPK quickly became my moniker. And I always liked my penmanship, how I signed this, so my signature became on there. Right off the bat, myself or anybody else that I know or that you know is any more important than yourself. So just find that confidence in yourself and, do find what it takes to go ahead and maximize you.
For sure. Appreciate that message.
Hey, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
All positive vibes. And the first question I have for you, what kind of artist are you? Like, are you rap, R&B. You look like rap. I don't want to sound like that guy that just puts you as a rapper. But
No, you know, you can pigeonhole me, but you know, I think I have a higher standard of what a rapper is than what the average person is. I'm not so quick to call myself a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much just dwell in my own individuality, but I feel like I was blessed with that talent where when I'm chilling with friends, they're in the studio and they're writing lyrics, I can write lyrics. Nobody writes for me. I have a flow that is unique to itself, and you know, I don't know how much appreciated it is. But I do enjoy it. I've always thought that hip hop is more of a culture thing, it's more of a therapy thing, and you know, just try to utilize you know, some of the natural abilities that God has blessed us with, whether that be, you know, because you kind of look back on your life and you think about opportunities that were, you know, won and lost. And as you get older, you know, you can't put those responsibilities on anybody except yourself. So, you know, it's really up to you to capitalize, you know, on the opportunities that God will present to you or your higher power. I'm really, to let you guys know how I really get down, I be trying to interview the interviewer.
hey, that's all good, bro.
You know, because I really appreciate what you guys are doing. It's really a powerful thing, you know what I'm saying? Just see somebody moving in a single direction. And then when you do more research and you find out that the direction is positive, then there's only more positive things that are going to materialize from it. So it's not about me, people out there. It's not about me.
It is about you.
It's really about them. Like, they really what popping. Like, look at me trying to market myself and market what we do. And I can tell you, Beastyville, if you guys interviewed Beastie a minute ago, he real solid and he deserves 10 times the recognition, and add some zeros to that. But some of these guys, and that's why they connected, because their vibe was similar and they kind of gravitated towards each other. So they say the 5 people you surround yourself with, the 5 people that reflect the lifestyle that you live in. So if your lifestyle is trash, you really got to kind of look around and see who surrounds you every day. Because when I have bad days and I want to be alone, I'd rather be alone than around 3 down low. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a struggle every day. It can be. You know, it's just your mental awareness. You know, reach out. You know, you look every day. Our culture is so blessed, but it's so cursed. You know, you see our best artists as their everyday lifestyle. They go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost as a credibility thing. It's like, man, that's terrible. So I hate to be that guy, but I'm older there. I'm at that age of like, our culture is so great. They steal it, but it's so cursed. We kill it. So we got to overcome that, my people. It's not about color, but we know the color I'm referring to, because it's our culture. We need to exercise our vibranium. You know what I'm saying? It's 2020, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't come together today like together right at this time. Two separate countries damn near. We got 2 presidents. We got the president-elect and the president that won't acknowledge it. We got 2 months in between where we can do whatever we want. You know, we are in a delicate place. So, like, you know, but our Civil War is different. You know, like, I could go to a racist neighbor, he won't harm me. You know what I'm saying? He won't disrespect me. I just know his views. He doesn't have to express it. I mean, sorry about that.
No, there's no worries.
Sorry. Shout out to the editor.
Shout out to JR, bro.
Yes, sir. JR, my bad, bro. Yes, indeed. JR, I got you.
So it's all good. I appreciate you for coming through with a positive message. If you don't mind, I have some questions for you.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm trying to.
Oh, you're trying to
I'll
keep
see.
under in there. All right.
Yes, indeed.
Bet. First official question. At what age did you actually become an artist?
7.
7?
Yeah, let me tell you.
Okay, tell sorry.
Boys in the Hood. You guys familiar?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Okay, so the organ, it goes. Right? Is that familiar, or am I just making?
No.
So my brother in there, he played it on the keyboard, and I wrote these lyrics. I'll never forget. I was 7. Now ready? I wrote it with a sharpie. All right, it goes like this. It's kind of sad at the age of 7 I wrote this. I'm 37 now. I was born in 1983, so this was 1990. Okay, it goes like this. I almost want you to go, but no, I'm not gonna do it. But another man got shot in his chest. He wasn't even banging. Wasn't into that mess. Police didn't even investigate. They thought it was just another black man's fate. I asked my brother at that time, "Hey, does fake mean this?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Killer still on the loose without a trace. going on killing people of his own race. A murder happening every couple of days. And that's where I got stuck. I actually wrote one more line. That's what's happening in Los Angeles. But I didn't even live in Los Angeles. And I was stuck. I was 7. I never got past that, but I never forgot it.
I love it.
Yeah, I was 7, bro. Yeah. And this right here is not the picture that we had hanging in our room. We had the Michael Jordan Artist of the Dunk picture.
Okay.
But as I'm looking at the camera, the nostalgia was overwhelming. hey, low key. Like, this is cool, man. 100. Like, hey, anybody out there that's low. People really care about you, bro. You just gotta put yourself out there, man. You know what I'm saying? People see you doing bad, they gonna be like, nah, man.
All right. Thank you for that amazing answer. Amazing
Appreciate
story to the song. And next question. So, far as I guess when you started, do you remember your first song you wrote, or what inspired you to write your first song?
You know, I think after that, there was just a lot of insecurities with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you have friends at it that are better than you. Your lifestyle's different. You know what I'm saying? Your mind's operating different. I think I kind of matured a little bit late with lyrically being able to write my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, from the age of 7, I was conscious. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, beyond that, I think it took me many years to actually take it serious to end up at this level. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Frank Sinatra in a lot of ways. I did it my way. You know what I'm saying? On my side. Hey, I tell you, I've learned the hard lessons the best. If it weren't for the hard lessons I've learned, I wouldn't be here today, like quite literally. But again, that's just a behavior pattern. Like, you know, I know several people to work with social living services for people that are socially disabled, and all they need is a structure and a behavior pattern. And oftentimes, when you review your own lifestyle, you'll suffer a lot of the same traumas that a lot of these people have. You just higher function. You know what I'm saying? So oftentimes you have to program your own self to a behavior pattern. And then you have to challenge yourself because they say the more you know, and if you still repeat the same mistakes, then how are you the same? You know? So, and I've always learned the hardest lessons the best. So that's been my struggle, but I'm more here to empathize and to encourage those of you out there on your struggle because you didn't make that click by chance. There was no inertia that just accidentally caused you to click. I'm going to tell you that you came here for a reason. I want to empower the fact that you came here and anybody else that comes here and even the negative comments here. Like there was some substance behind that and nobody else will ever know it. But you look into it and you know who you are. The troll even. I'm even out there to give the troll positive.
Sure. Promote everyone.
Yes, sir.
Even if it's negative, bro, I want you to be a better version of yourself.
It's a him thing. It's not that or a her thing. You know, that's on them too. They know why they're being mean.
For sure. We have a ritual that we ask artists.
Is it a freestyle?
If you want to,
no, I don't necessarily want to.
Okay. I usually just bring that on people, and I'm not going to do that to you today.
I appreciate it.
So
that's what building relationships. I'll do that for you.
We asked what your top 5 artists.
Oh yeah,
past, current, present.
I knew somebody was going to ask me that today.
Oh,
shout out to the PR. Shout out to the PR crew for giving me the heads up and what we were doing today. But it starts off pretty easy with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up with Tupac. As I got older, Drake became definitely, he's somebody that makes it an easy thing to choose. Now it gets more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of respect. What are we talking about? I think there needs to be several different categories.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flow, lyrics. What region of the world are we in?
Okay, go there.
What time chain are we talking about? Like what, lyrics, KRS-One. I mean, God bless, he should have done there twice.
Or 3 times.
Or 3 times. We could be in the list with KRS-One.
Yeah, he could be all 5.
Yeah,
like, yo,
absolutely.
This is my first.
I kind of feel like I'm done, to be honest. But Biggie, like I talked to my daughter, like, hey, Tupac was great. That was my guy, but Biggie was like equally good on the other side. So Biggie, Tupac, KRS-One. Did I name someone else? I feel like I did. Oh, well, yeah, Drake was fourth, and the fifth. Comment below who you guys think the fifth artist would be. Me personally, I'm gonna go RYPK. Just kidding. No, definitely. I'm definitely not at the top. All right, 185,000 to keep it 100. Who is the fifth though? I don't know. I've always liked Black Thought. I've liked Corrupt. I've liked. These aren't guys I would rank fifth, but these are guys I just enjoy. I'll just leave it at that.
All right. So on here, we've had artists put themselves in the top 5. So if you ever wanted to put yourself in the top 5,
I have an ego, but it's not
hey, there's nothing wrong.
Hey, but let me tell you this though. I have had raps. I've had ciphers that in that moment, if you ask me what rank I was, I will tell you I was number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And I have had maybe many more ciphers where I would say I was in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the history of all rappers. And I feel like every rapper should feel that way. I feel like every athlete has felt that way. Every artist, every podcaster, every YouTuber, every Snapchatter, So I feel like you've all had those moments, and all you guys out there that have, exactly what I'm talking about. When you're on, you feel like there's no one better, and when you're the worst or you're average, you feel like there's maybe never been anybody worse.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I know some people that have done it. I'm like, yo, what's your top 5? And they're like, I'm all top 5. And I'm like,
but credit to them. There are some people that are there are a lot more people out
there. I don't knock it though.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, 100. And it's all a thing. You know what I'm saying? If your whole thing is bravado and you get up here and name other guys, that just may not be your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, it's about you guys doing the work. It's all about the work. You're about to show up, so you guys can do the work. If you don't show up, then hopefully you guys do a show on showing up. So you guys are say frustrated. Like, here we are, where are they? Like, taking our time for granted. You know what I'm saying? Another thing out there, you guys' time is no more important than anybody else's. It's a shame that there's a phrase out there called nigga time. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? If I said I would pick somebody up before, it's be there 4 or vice versa. And if it's not going to be that, just communicate.
For sure.
A lot of your relationships out there, the issue is communication. Don't be afraid to tell the truth. If you already know the result that will come from telling the truth, then who's making a mistake? You were. So a shout out again to JR, the editor. Shout out again to the editor. Comment below. Shout out to the editor.
For sure. Shout out to him for sure.
And to the interviewer, he's very solid. He's tolerant. He's understanding. I can tell that he's interviewed many of people far more important than myself. And it's a joy because ultimately he's doing the work.
Bet. Appreciate that. I have a question about what your goals are as an artist. Like, what are your top 3 goals like you're trying to accomplish as an artist?
As an artist, I would like to be my own number 1 fan based off the content that I produce. I think that would be my number 1 goal. I would like to have music also on that same level that my 11-year-old daughter can listen to and not be, you know what I'm saying, can be proud of and be inspired by. And my 3rd goal would to be to profit. Like Bill Gates or any person with equities in the stock market would profit.
So you trust that stock market right now is what you're saying?
There's a giant bubble, but to not trust it would be un-American and un-Chinese. And you know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't be forward-thinking in the financial global market to not be invested in the stock market.
For sure. I have final 2 questions I want to get out to the world.
You guys keep it down over there. No cheering and none of that shit.
Hey, we're yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Sorry. JR? Appreciate you again.
Yeah. So, final 2 questions. First, is being an artist everything you thought it would be? Like, did anything shock you?
I'm not gonna perpetrate like I'm not type of artist. I'm not out there doing shows. I'm not touring. I'm truly an artist in the form of therapy, in that you could roll the camera and see me actually put a timer, and I would write my lyrics. You could watch that young man Almighty produce the beat, and you would actually hear my style and all that. True, raw. I wouldn't be telling them to turn my vocals up. I would do my ad libs, and I would go back, and then people would come back to me like, "Hey, you be pretty tight. You actually spoke up more, and this, that." But I really take it as a therapy, and I really appreciate all the work that people do. That's always been my thing, uplifting and empowered. It's almost like the less hard I try, the more that I'm blessed. And I've really learned that through the course of life, and it's costing me some sacrifices materialistically, but I fortify, and things are looking up. And I appreciate the blessings, and I appreciate everything that's happened today. The fact of where I am today, and that all these positive things are happening actually live and direct.
Correct, bro.
Keep it honor your boy. If he was ugly, I wouldn't be with the shirt on camera. So I'm gonna just be a model today for your boys. But keep it 100. Keep it 100 podcast. When do you guys do most of your work for artists, up and coming artists like myself, more and less talented in many cases?
When do we do it?
Yeah. How often?
Like every week or every other.
These guys are uploading content all the time, and that's the moral of the story. If you guys haven't heard about the Keep It 100 podcast, you've been sleeping. Wake up. We know it's the pharmaceutical world, but you guys got to get it together. Reality is passing you up. Keeping it 100. But tune in. You guys are missing out. Look at the comments. There's a lot of appreciation out there. And these guys will actually interact with the followers, fans, and subscribers. And I'm the latest follower, unless in the last couple minutes, there's been another 1,000 or two. So, hey, it's been a pleasure for me. Hopefully, it's been a pleasure for them. I hope we do many more of these. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Not hopefully, expectantly, these will continue to expand for all parties as well.
They will, for sure. We'll definitely do more of these. And, we got to have you on the other series again. So,
COVID, that's how you know we're washing our hands out here, because it's taking it serious. Hey, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you for stopping by. We're gonna talk to your whole team tonight. So.
Yeah, my team is cool, bro. Y'all definitely gonna enjoy it.
For sure. While we do that, we shall wait for the next team member to come.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to my squad though, because they don't really make a whole lot of sense. Here I am on the West Coast in California. I'm a 49er fan. Niners, we're not doing good. It's time to tank. Go ahead and get us a quarterback. Jimmy's not the answer. Notre Dame, I know I'm in USC country, but let's go Notre Dame. We just took down Clemson. Let's go. Brian Kelly's the answer. Get up there in another race. College basketball, I have a soft spot in my heart for Fat Five Michigan, Jalen Rose. Check out the Jacoby. After check out the Keep It 100 podcast. Just like them both. And then also, but nowadays I just kind of follow California around, so he's at Kentucky. So I like Kentucky. And what am I missing? College football. Chicago Bulls. 100%. You already know. Jordan took it over for me. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to the Dodgers. They ran everything they got. They're lucky it was over there. I'm not so sure either team would have won it if it wasn't a bubble environment. Hey, I told y'all this work. Hey, NBA draft coming out November 18th. You know what I'm saying? And this guy, hey, that's all.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on another podcast.
Hey, I have to make sure they brought me back.
Part 2.
I have to make sure they brought me back. Hey, good shit, man. I appreciate it. I made you mad at the end. He's like, this guy was for
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate the latest artists we had. Like I said, we're gonna interview like the whole team tonight. Like whole team, bro. But I am currently waiting for the next member to join me to chop it up, see what kind of artist he is, see what projects he has coming, and all of that nice stuff. And also get his Instagram handle or social media handle, and yeah, and we'll be good. So I'm currently waiting on the next member to join in, and yeah.
All right. Stuff for him too.
Man, for sure. How you doing, bro?
Good to see you.
All right. Usually, what we do, like, if this is cool, like, we have the artists like introduce like who they are and everything, and who you are, what kind of artist you are, what you've been up to, like, or like project wise, music wise, and I'll just turn that over to you. Right now.
All right, we can keep this. Pretty simple. I don't know that I would qualify myself as an artist. I am definitely on the Beastie team, and I'm going to produce whatever is necessary to make that happen. You know, to make this a success. But it's I am here in support of what we're doing, what he's doing. The way that this kid has been winning in 2020 is absolutely amazing. And so, you know, that's my cousin. So I'm here to support my cousin. In terms of what we've been up to, just him getting in the booth, really, and putting down that QDB album. Kind of supporting that in whatever way we could. Was really just our presence, just trying to provide, you know, assist in providing that positive energy that you need to get it going. So as long as I can be around to be a part of that and watch them doing what they're doing, I'm great. In terms of, you know, I don't have any projects or anything like that, but the whole concept of artist is new for me, to be honest with you, and this
For sure. But I'm going to ask you the same question I just asked the previous artists. So you got the top five. I'm asking all you guys this question. Top five artists list?
Okay, I'm so fickle, brother. All right, right now I'm really on Black Thought real hard. KRS is a big one for me. Bro, there's so many. It's hard not to include. I never put him in my top five, but it's hard not to include Q. He was heavy influence.
Yeah.
I tend to prefer lyricists. For a while, I was really including Most Def in my top five. I want to include early Eminem in my top five. Lately, he's flexed to kind of demonstrate why he deserves to be in my top five. I like a lot of cats, man. Pharoah Monch, I like a lot. One of those cats that I don't realize how much I like him until I hear him again. I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely in the top five. So I could do I'm fickle, man. Like it would change. It would change pretty constantly for me. Black Thought is definitely up there. One of my favorites. Who else? Andre 3000 is definitely one of my favorites. You know, yeah, it's hard. You know, just the poetry there. Speaking of poetry, Ghostface killed just all. You know, a few cats in Woo, but Ghostface killed his hard not to appreciate his poetry. I don't know, stuff there.
Yeah, that was an excellent list actually. So
thank you. Who's your top five?
Oh, you're gonna do this?
I'm gonna do it. Especially if you ask it all the time. Yeah,
for sure. Let me see my top five. I got Q.
All right.
No, it's only just Pac, of course.
See, I would get pissed a lot of people off if I include Pac. Yeah, good one.
It's like my top five changes like a lot depending on what kind of podcast I'm doing. So
okay.
Pac, Q. I don't want this to sound West Coast bias right now, but I don't really care.
That's all right.
Let me see. 3. I can't leave Nas out, bro.
Mm-hmm. See, there's another one.
Nas. 4. Rock with Kendrick.
That's strong. Good one.
My last one. This dude rapped for 18 minutes on a diss track. 300 bars. I Game on my 5th.
Who's that?
Game.
Oh, all right.
What? No, let's talk about this.
I don't even know why I would hate on. Why would I respond that way to Game?
He's the only one still doing it for, not the only one, but he's still doing it consistently. And
I'm not gonna hate him. All right.
I'm just saying 100 bars, 200 bars, 300 bars.
That's hard not to respect. I hear you. That's
an album called Born to Rap, literally.
Okay.
Just saying. You know, to do dismantle a whole group by itself. I'm just saying, like, the whole G Unit is not a label or a group
because he ran through. Okay, that's the argument. All right.
Or there's no Lloyd Bates anymore.
Because I hear you. That was pretty hard. I've got nothing. I gotta see.
And yeah, you know, yeah. So,
top 5 though, like you like him against like if it was a heavyweight boxing match, you like him against a lot of cats.
Bro, like, the way he can blow on anybody, legendary diss tracks, like the only dude I would not trust him against, and he said it himself, do not fuck with the white boy, bro. Like, do not fuck with him and them.
Really? Okay.
Like,
other than Eminem, you ain't worried about it.
Okay, I'm lying. Okay. Cube, Nas, bro.
You heavy on the diss tracks. That's what I'm saying. It's the diss track influence. Just really.
It's not even that, like, the body of work. Like, you have a documentary, you have Doctor's Advocate, you got LAX, Red Album, Born to Rap. And most people were saying, like, you only did that because you had 50. And they're like, okay, let me just go do all this by myself.
Okay, still has a substantial. All right, then I'm gonna go back into the catalog, get a proper appreciation. I feel that.
Sure. Like, no worries. That's one of the lists I had.
Okay.
And I have to ask you this question if I want to stop you. You're an Eminem fan, right?
Yeah, I'm an Eminem fan.
Okay. Shout out to Smoking Reggie's podcast, Mr. Marcus. I know you're watching, sir. So I'm about to bring this up. So what do you think of Eminem as an artist?
Overall or lately?
Lately, because I went on another podcast. Those my bros over there. Shout out to them. And we were discussing like the top diss tracks, and we're saying like, what have you heard from Eminem lately?
I think like he's I couldn't like one. I'm horrible just recalling anything specifically. But I've heard a few tracks. He just typical Eminem. Like it sounds like Eminem trying to demonstrate. You know, trying to demonstrate that why he's regarded as he is. I'll admit my personal bias. Like I think for artists and musicians in general, unfortunately like that ugly side of life, that struggle, the blues, you know what I mean, really brings out that struggle, really brings out the art. You know what I mean? So I think that once you make it, it makes it a hell of a lot harder. To really give you the art. So I give kudos to a lot of these guys that do make it, you know what I mean, past that hunger stage to where they, just like a heavyweight champion trying to maintain the belt. So I think it's hard to do and remain relevant over that period of time. Think like you spoke to, like continue to produce a body of work that serves your catalog. I commend him for doing it as long as he's been doing it. It's not this Eminem is not the same as earlier. It's pretty evident. Unfortunately, I think like the drugs. I think the drugs cats do feeds it. You know what I mean? Like that feeds the creativity. So, like I don't think he's in that. There's a market difference. That's all.
Okay. So let me ask this question. I had this conversation with another friend of mine, and they're like, who has he dissed that was worth dissing?
Yeah, but who's dissed him?
Yeah, they're scared. That's my point.
Exactly. Ain't nobody trying to touch him with him. And who was it? Machine Gun Kelly was the last one to try, right? He put a little exercise out on him.
And you've seen him
put that to bed, right? Put his career to bed.
Have you seen him recently?
No, did him like LL did campus.
So recently, I guess I saw him dressed up in some pink. So, yeah. I was just like, this track.
That's what happened.
Did it really do that? Like, really puzzled. But moving on from that. I can go on. I can go on this all day. But moving on from that, let's discuss like the environment here, like in the studio, or the studio, of course. first. What's the environment like being around all these awesome people? From what I can see, when I shake their hands, I talk to them. They seem like cool people. I'm gonna stick by that, and you can tell me like what the vibe's like. I've only been here once, so
What's the
what's the vibe like?
vibe, man? What's family? So I have like it's it's a cheat code that way. So it's already comfortable. It's already comfortable for me. It's generally pretty exclusive. We keep it pretty tight. Pretty tight in bunch of the studio. Almighty is always here. So that's it. He really sets the vibe. So you come in. It's pretty fun for me personally to watch him create the beats the way that he does, or to challenge him the way that we tend to, or specifically to watch the interaction between QDB and Almighty, because there's a lot of that father son friction, bro. It's so evident, and so it's this constant tug of war. But Almighty answers every time. So that's what's really fun about it for me personally. It's a treat to be able to watch him put together what he puts together and set the vibes he does and challenge him sometimes. Oh man, I really like to hear such and such a beat. You know what I mean? I wish I could really, he'll watch him toy with that and give you something back. So it's great. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff
For sure. Almighty, like that name.
Almighty,
Man, he wants to be fire.
he's I mean, I got
Okay, apparently we're back. We had technical difficulty. Yeah, so we're back, and I was talking about Almighty. I was talking about clashing father and son.
That's right. Just the dynamic between he and his father, and the way that his father challenges him to be, to be a better producer, and then how often he answers with them. I'll qualify that by saying that I'm not saying that from any position of authority, of course.
Are you here?
But on these ears, and what goes for me, the kid is he's got it for sure. So to be able to participate in it.
Okay. I appreciate talking to you. And whenever someone else is ready, I'm gonna continue talking until someone else is ready.
We'll invite him right in here, bro.
Yeah, we'll see next. And again, I like this vibe here. So I'm pretty sure we will be out here more.
Hopefully you'll come back.
Oh no, there's no hopefully.
It's definitely coming back. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You'll get to see Almighty is camera shy itself. So I don't know how much he's gonna give us. I don't know how much he's gonna give us on the live. But I'll let him know. I got over it. You'll get over it. Get over it. Take a seat. And he's talented, man. He really deserves the shot.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he gets to take a little bit of time with you guys.
For sure. I'm excited for that.
What's coming up for the Keep 'em 100 podcast? Like, what podcast number is this?
181.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna remember the number that we were a part of.
Remember
for the Beastyville introduction.
2020. So.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be easy to remember.
These are
181. This is all 181.
This is all 181.
Next up the bat, we got ladies and gentlemen.
Who we got, bro? I'm ready.
All right, thank you.
I'm taking all covers tonight.
Another part of the group. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So good.
Yes, sir. Royal Money, how you doing, sir?
Good. Okay, so we got another member joining. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick, sir?
Yes, all day. What's up, everybody, man? Royal Money in the building. We live and direct. We out here chilling, man. So Keep It 100 podcast. Let's go, man. Yeah.
All right. First official question. I have really a question, but we'll see where it goes.
Gotcha.
What are you?
Straight.
Yeah.
I like that.
Apparently, I got the last person I was talking to. I thought he was an artist, but that wasn't the case. But are you an artist?
No, all day. Yes, that's what I do. All day. This is a lifestyle, and this is a passion of mine. I've been rapping and freestyling since I was 12. Been taking this seriously for the last couple of years now, and this is full campaign. I just dropped my album Freedom on all platforms, as well as I got Cali made a couple of projects that's out. But Freedom was the latest one that everybody go check out Spotify and all streaming platforms out right now as well.
For sure. Okay. Let me ask you this question: as far as being an artist, like what do you think the hardest thing is with being an artist?
Man, just being dedicated. I tell people all the time, and I said this in another interview, actually kind of recently, but it really resonates with me as far as Nipsey. You made a comment, you're going to go through every emotion. So at the end of the day, man, if you're not dedicated in your craft and what you're trying to accomplish, you might as well give it up. So just, it's really just being dedicated to yourself, staying consistent and never giving up.
For sure. Speaking of Nipsey, rest in peace to Nipsey, bro.
Rest in peace.
I was talking to someone recently, and we're talking about like greatest Nipsey albums.
Okay.
But they said something interesting. Like if you want a Nipsey album, just compile 13 Nipsey interviews together.
I mean, I've never heard that exact analogy, but I can understand why they would say that. Even on my page, on my platform, my IG, other platforms, I use Nipsey as an example. Because his mind frame and just the way he was moving as an artist, as an independent artist, moving, without being signed, and just the way he just generated, his movement, it was big to me, man. So I got real respect for the man in the way he was moving.
For sure.
But I agree with that analogy. To answer that question.
Yeah, someone told me that, and I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, all right, I need to go listen to a bunch of Nipsey interviews.
Nipsey is gospel, man. You smoke your good one, man, and just vibe out and really, tap into what the young man is saying. He was a king, man, and it's sad he got taken before his time, but definitely a lesson and just multiple lessons you can learn from the man the way he moved.
Yeah, R.I.P. Nipsey. Moving on, we asked this question. Your top 5 artist lists. Past, current, present.
Past, current, present. That's impossible because I'm such a music lover, and I'm talking about from all ranges, from jazz to rap to R&B, just different climaxes. But
you want me to give you
just in the genre, we just gonna say what I do. So I'm just saying hip hop, complex and shit. Pac is the GOAT for me. Just all time favorite. The storytelling, the rawness, the willingness to take the risk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and just really be a forefront for something bigger than himself. Which I don't think get appreciated enough. I value, you feel me?
Yeah.
But outside of him, Biggie, I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it is what it is. Just for me, Jay-Z, from a rapper mogul in terms of business, and just you got to give it to the man. The man set the tempo. So for me, from an artist standpoint, believe it or not, Outkast, Andre 3000, man, is on my list.
Okay. Not bad.
And for that's more just, back in the day, just something that the ATL Aliens, album was moving, and, Jazzy Bell, and, they had the Elevators, and just, that whole album from start to finish to me. They had, Goody Mob and a couple other features and stuff like that. That was on there. That was big. And then I would have to end with, that's tough, man, because it's like, I'm going to say Drake, bro. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but it is what it is, man. I like people that trendset, and what I look at is from an iconic standpoint. It's cold, man, because I'm gonna tell you, between him, Kendrick, and J. Cole, that's why that's a cold, that whole package. Yeah. And I'll let you talk after this, but between those three, I'm stuck. But in terms of what people has accomplished and just seeing how big the dude is become, man, it's crazy.
It is. Dude, that airplane was in.
His game is game, man. You can't handle that, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I got tripped out with that airplane with maybe I just had Drake on it, bro. Yeah, but moving on to some other questions that I have for you. What's some goals that you have set as an artist, like that you're trying to ultimately reach?
I think everybody in goes just not only recognition, just to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it simple. But outside of that, just being honest, man. Just getting people to just know the brand and know the name, and just getting the respect from my peers and things like that. So if you don't understand the little things like that, go big. Especially for people behind the scene who know how this shit go, and how much grit and grind going to being an artist and just trying to make it. You're trying to stand out amongst the sea, and it is what it is. So with that whole grind and respect to that aspect of it, for me is I got a 12-month window I'm on, and where it's like I got a certain number I want to hit and a certain brand, where it's for building my name and platform, and that's the goal. Let people know who Royal Money is. Link in the bio, Royal Money IG. Underscore Cali, Freedom album out on all platforms, man. I'm telling you, tap in is worth listening.
For sure. I'm gonna have to post that later tonight. Of course, that's what we usually do, like after our interviews, like especially if we're interviewing with artists.
Okay.
Post their IG, latest projects, stuff like that.
Okay, live.
So make sure you guys tap into our Instagram later.
That boy.
Keep it on your podcast show. But moving on to my next question for you. It's more so about messages.
I got you.
So what kind of message are you trying to get out with your music?
Original. My thing is just being original, man, being yourself, and then bringing back content.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In terms of when I mean by content, you got different, Joey Badass, you know what I'm saying, is a real good one. Kendrick, like I said, man, I can go on, J. Cole, content is content in the eyes of the beholder. But just making sure for myself, not sounding like nobody,
And if any artist, just there's already an original copy, so just be yourself. And that's kind of what I tell myself and what I would tell anybody else. Right?
For sure. Appreciate that. Speaking of, I haven't brought this up, even though I've been talking to your team all night. I usually bring this up. Like 2020 is like a different year, bro. Like the whole COVID situation. Did you learn something new about yourself during the pandemic?
That's a great question. Yes. First of all, thank God that we got fresh air. And let's just put that out in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes. We got a new direction, and let's just hope that people empowered to do what they're supposed to do. But with that being said, going through this COVID process, the good thing about it was it made me realize I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just going through this year, man, we didn't have access to not much. And for an indie artist, the traction that's I'm making, and that's the direction that's going along with the team and what they already got going on. I'm excited, man, and so for that I feel blessed. I always am the type that look at the positive at shit. So I really don't. As far as being in the house and stuff, it's all good. I mean, it is what it is, man. God bless you. We work, we run, we get our paper. So it's that part of it. That's a blessing. But outside of that, man, I would just say honing in on my craft, having time to do that, and taking advantage. And if you didn't take advantage of your crafts and things that would better you or put you in a position, whatever you chasing, hey man, it's a loss.
For sure. I said that from the jump. Like if you weren't able to come out with your idea or business or hone your craft during this time, this is the most downtime I think we've ever had to do anything. Like I would say it was like the time you came out as the same person.
Right. And that's the thing. That's all thing is growth, man. See, that's what we on, man. Like I said, man, I got a camp that's blessed. We got an almighty, young platinum producer that's, nigga ain't even 19, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. We got BC and just, the team that we got in place. And it's good music, man. If you really listen and take the time to press play on it, not only will you not only like it, but it's original. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
For sure. All right. Let me ask you these final two questions. I know y'all are making some.
We vibing. We vibing right
so, final two questions. What would you describe the vibe like in the studio around everyone? Everyone that's in there.
Competitive, great energy. I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't have somebody pushing you in the wrong building, and if you're not willing to think outside the box and take criticism, you're in the wrong building. That's how we operate here. You know what I mean? We push each other, we talk shit, we laugh, we drink, we have fun, man. I mean, it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just pressing play and just making fucking sounds, man. It's a family here. We have fun, in that mannerism. And it's about networking and building a team, and that's what we know, man, out here, man.
For sure. Final question, then I'll let you go. What do you have coming up? Do you have new music you're working on?
Yes, I do. I got not only music coming, with the team and the camp, as far as Seville and Almighty. Got some music from Epic to Don that I'm really excited about as well, and got a project coming out, man. It'll be out by the end of December.
Okay.
I have this out. It's just just be like a little 4-track project. I got some videos coming out for you guys for the Freedom Project, Light Shining on Me, California Living, and we're gonna do Like a Winner. Those 3 videos will be coming out, and other than that, for the rest of, like I said, man, 12 months is now just introducing y'all who you are as a team and where your money, and that's how we doing it.
Man, appreciate you for chatting with me. This was dope.
Yeah.
I look forward to doing it again.
Yeah.
I think I will come around a lot more now.
Man, tap in. I'm telling y'all, tap in.
Yeah.
Of course.
Love the studio.
For sure. This was fun. And like I said, we're talking a whole team tonight, introducing these guys to the world. And yeah, it's gonna be all positive vibes. We're uncensored, by the way. So if you have your little comments you want to say,
Yeah.
but
I'm uncensored too, so it's all good.
shout out.
You know what, man? Shout out. You know, we gonna keep it cliche and shout out God first, but outside of that, man, the team, Beastyville, Almighty, the whole just camp that me down, my mom, family, all the basics, and just everybody that vibe with us, everybody that's tapped into the show, everybody that's gonna tap into that link. You know what I'm saying? Later on and listen to that music. Let's bless it out.
For sure. Again, appreciate you for stopping by. And apparently you guys are making some fire. So
tap in.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you again.
All right.
And yeah, you guys see we dropped off some merchandise for you guys. But yeah, everyone has wore their merchandise. So I appreciate all you guys that have wore your shirts.
Yeah.
They look amazing.
Hey, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're going to keep it 100 podcast. You know how it goes, man. We're going to let some vibe with y'all, man. That's all good, man.
And again, like the video will be sorry to be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch right now.
We live right now.
And we'll somehow get it on Instagram.
No script.
I'm gonna do my best.
I love this shit. Hey, this is lit.
Shout out to Jerry in the comment sections. Shout out to Atlanta, bro. But yeah, I shall allow you to get back to what you were doing.
Hey, back to the basics, y'all. Hey, but like I said, hey, keep it 100.
For sure.
Grow your money. Beastyville, let's go.
I'm gonna come in for a Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for joining us right now. Terrell is killing it with all and made all this happen for us. This is our first live where we were right there with the people in the studio, and he's going to continue on interviewing more of the guys and getting it right next to us. These guys they're in the booth putting the music out. So I just want to thank you also, brother. We put it together. This is our podcast number 181, and I'm out.
Hey, man.
I get some shirts from my folks.
Oh yeah.
Just walked in. Me.
Set this right back up.
Man, while they're doing that, I'm still waiting on another team member to join.
I appreciate you.
No, you lied, but he's handing y'all shirts.
We're all live.
Yeah, so we out here giving out shirts to all the people for all the support. Let's keep it 100 podcast show, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, YouTube, if I mentioned that. So many that we belong to, but yeah, I'm still waiting on the next team member to join me for a live conversation. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And just keep it 100 podcast show, episode 181. And we usually do maybe 3 to 4 podcasts a week, depending on who we're talking to. And that's international. And we just talk to anyone. If you want to come on, keep it on the podcast show, shoot us a DM on our Instagram. Our handle is Keep It 100 Podcast Show. Facebook, Keep It 100 Podcast Show. Twitter, Keep It 100 Podcast Show. Email address, Keep It 100 Podcast Show @gmail.com. And yeah, let us know what's good with that. And also on our Instagram, we have our merchandise there. You can go to our profile and view our shop and see. And I think I have Mr. Almighty. Mr. Almighty, bro. I've been waiting for you all night, bro. I really been waiting for you, dog. So, what's good? How you doing? Appreciate you, so you're the man behind all of that?
Yeah. Well, I work my magic, man.
That's what I've been hearing. So I'm here from the guy himself. And yeah. So you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and speak a little bit about like what you do.
Yeah, so what's going on with y'all? My name is Almighty Keys. I'm a music producer. I'm 18 years old. Straight out of Riverside, California. And yeah.
I want to ask you this: like, how'd you get into like producing? Like,
Really my pops, I was a young kid, couldn't stay away from the music, I was like 7 years old. So, big shout out to my pops.
for sure. And like, did he like teach you like about the production? Like, where did that like exactly come from?
Yeah, pretty much, I'll make beats and he'll, go in there and fix them up. And, pretty much everything else was self-taught. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything is pretty much self-taught. A couple YouTube videos ain't hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was about to mention that. I was like, it said self-taught. So you must went to YouTube and like, yo, I'm gonna watch this and figure this out. And apparently it worked out. And
pretty much just go to watch them YouTube videos and copy what they do. You do it yourself and then boom. Take a week or two and then you got it down pat. Most of it, you know what I'm saying? Most of it, sure.
Appreciate it. Let me ask you this question. Like, as far as like producing, like, do you have a favorite part that you like to do? As far as making music, there's something on your list, like 1, 2, or 3 that you like to do?
That depends, really. Cause like some producers, they like making melodies. Some producers like making drums. I love doing the drums. Me personally, melodies take too long, so I got the drums on lock for sure. So I knock those out quick. But pretty much what producing is, some producers already got what they want to do in their head. Like they hear a melody, they already know how the drums gonna be, or they hear some drums or something, they know what the melody gonna be. But it just happened. I know what the drums gonna be right off the bat. Like I hear a melody, I'm like, okay, I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill this for sure. Don't send this to nobody else, man. It's mine right here.
For sure. All right, sounds good. I usually ask a top 5 artist list, but in your case, like, I'm gonna switch it up. Do you have a top 5 producer list, like of producers like that you grew up listening to?
Nah, to keep it real with you. I mean, there's a lot of producers out there I look up to, but as far as growing up listening to them, I was always listening to my pop's music.
Okay,
so
for sure.
It's strictly pops in the car when I was
Yeah, so he's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Like, you can't come here and tell yourself like we ain't play nothing. You throw his CD in. As soon as we get in the car, that's all we listen to. So, there's a lot of producers I look up to though, for sure.
Okay, sounds good. I was waiting for that answer because I was talking to some of the team members here, and I guess some artists will say I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But their pops is dope, bro. Like I rock with him from the first time like that we connected, and he told me about you. And
yeah, it's a little bit of love hate in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? You at the studio day-to-day basis, like when we up in here, you'll hear it, like we be hating on each other, you know what I'm saying? He be trying his hardest, you know what I'm saying, to be like the young cats, and I be on him about it like, chill out, you know what I'm saying? But it's all love though, it's all love,
for sure. But wouldn't you agree, like that's how the music comes out? You can't really agree on everything.
Yeah, see, with good music, it's like a producer will make a beat. It'd be the least expected song that go up. You know what I'm saying? Like say a producer make a beat pack with 6 beats in it, right?
Yeah.
And they just throw beats in there, like the ones that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Out of those 6 beats, 2 of those could be your song to get you up out of where you at. Like with me, I ain't really like the Uno beat. I was gonna make it a challenge for everybody to get on, but God had other plans. You know what I'm saying? He said, this gonna be the one for sure. It's always that one that you don't like. It's with other producers. They be like, that beat that he got, like this, like I said, it's a hit song, right? They be all like, that beat, that was like the least favorite beat of mine. Like I ain't even like that beat. threw it in the pack and sent it in. Now here I am today. You know what I'm saying?
It worked out.
Yeah, that's how music come to, like, playing around. That's all it is, really. Playing around, goofing around in the studio, having fun, just chilling. Like, people be thinking too much, like, oh man, I need something, like, I need to do this, I need to do that. You just need to relax, chill out, and it's gonna come to you, hopefully. You don't get that one, then interviews come and be like, man, I was just playing around, and they're like, they weren't feeling it, but you know what I'm saying? That ain't what the world.
Okay, for sure. Next question I have. This is more so about, like, as far as your production, like, what message are you trying to portray, like, with your production? Like, what message are you trying to get out?
Really, you don't need no fancy studio to, make a hit song. Like, the way I came up was off a school computer at school,
Yeah.
And I inspired so many people that, you don't need no big fancy studio to produce. Like, all you need is really a laptop, speakers, you get to work. You can be in your basement making beats or your car, you know what I'm saying? You don't need the fancy big studios with all the mixing soundboards and all of that. But if producing really what you want to do, you're gonna do your producing, bro. You're gonna produce, you're gonna make your music, you're gonna always find a way to show.
All right. Appreciate your answer on that one. And do you have, like, any future? I know you guys are in there cooking some meat, but I'm asking a question anyway.
I stay cooking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fell off. I still got it.
So you got some future projects coming out?
I don't know if I can speak on
No,
it.
you can't. If you can't, it's cool. But
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't got, like, I know the artists, but as far as, like, the songs being done, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. So I can't speak
yeah,
on it,
for sure.
you know.
Don't worry, bro. Let me ask you this question. As far as being a producer, is it everything you thought it would be? Like, is there something that shocked you, like, when you first started doing it? Which was like a learning curve for you?
Really just as far as, like, producing, like, you produce, your dream is to be the hottest producer, you know what I'm saying? To be the producer that make everybody's favorite song. As far as, like don't let the hype get to your head. Just, relax, like it's a normal day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with me growing up, I always was telling people, like, oh yeah, bro, I do music, I'm gonna be on the music. Just when. So when it happened, yeah, everybody get happy, jump around the house, whoopie whoop, do all of that. But at the end of the day, you don't have to keep going. Like, just because you got that one song doesn't mean you know what I'm saying, you done. Like, you gotta have something to follow that song. So really just don't let the hype get to your head. Just chill out, because that's how some people end up falling off. They let the hype get to their head and they go all bad. And then people don't want to work with them no more. So
Yeah.
that's what I had to learn of the show. Because everybody was like, oh, I'm getting too Hollywood. Like, that sometimes I wouldn't text nobody back. But that's only because my phone be blowing up 24/7. So, it ain't like, oh, I got Uno and I just stopped texting. Like when my Genius interview came out, phone was blowing up, bros had to turn the phone off, everything. You know what I'm saying? When it went gold, phone was blowing up, all, you know what I'm saying? So I just stopped texting people. My circle got smaller because a lot of rappers and famous people getting killed nowadays and it's going crazy right now. So my circle been small. I don't trust nobody.
All right then. As far as if someone wanted, like, are you on Instagram?
Yeah. So follow me on Instagram at Almighty Keys.
For sure. I'll make a video about that after we finish.
He's probably gonna put it in his little description box, so y'all go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and click that link, man.
For sure. I appreciate you for chatting with me. I've been waiting to talk to you since, like, the first time I talked to you, bro.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people still shocked, like, when I hit, like, producers, like young producers.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because this producer like 14, 15, 16 years old with Billboard songs, like, and I hit him up like, oh, send me some collabs, bro. They be like, oh my gosh, you produced Uno. Like, yeah, I did, but it's still shocking, like I'm still inspiring you, bro. Like that's so long ago, it's a year ago, but like they just be caught off guard.
Yeah.
I be hitting up random producers too. You know what I'm saying? I be hitting them up like, oh, you got a song with this person. Let me see what this head like. I'm gonna, work with brother. And they be hard too. Like random producers be getting my emails, bro. And I be like, I don't know who this producer is. I don't know who gave him my email, but the loops be hard. I'm like, ooh, okay, like so hard for sure. But yeah, that's what comes with it though. Like having a song like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all love for sure. Like I don't be tripping on it. And there be some people that just be annoying with it. You can tell, like you know what I'm saying? But as far as everybody else, it's all love for sure.
For sure. Let's talk about that song. Like what was the process like when you were like on the project?
So I was in literature class. I was in English class. It was right after lunch too. So this like right after you get that meal in your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Amped up, pumped up for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? So like a normal day, we in class doing our work. Got 10 minutes left. Finish my work. Said I need to make some beats or something because I ain't made none all day. That was the only beat I made that day. Literally, I made that beat, and it was like I don't know, like I forgot what it was like. It's like I was making a beat, and the homies wasn't feeling it, but I continued on and finished it. And said, "Oh, I'm not gonna send it to nobody if y'all not feeling it. I'm just say this thing." But I put it on Instagram, and comments was going crazy. I was like, "I need this." I sent it to like a few of the homies, but they weren't feeling it. So I was like, "All right, cool." Put it on Instagram, see what my feed talking about. They wasn't messing with it either. I was like, "Oh man, this ain't the one." And Jay was like, "Send it to me." And I've been listening to his music, like his little freestyle videos, but I didn't know who he was, but I done seen the videos before listening to freestyle. So, and then he was like, "Send me this." So I was like, "Oh, cool." So I think he had like 5,000-6,000 followers on Instagram. Man. I forgot. It was so long ago. But I sent it to him. He instantly told me, like, "Bro, this the one right here. Don't send this to nobody else." I said, "Cool." Instagram promo went up. SoundCloud was going crazy. Even then, I had a hit song in the streets in LA, like as far as the hood, I had a hit song. But me in my head, I'm like, I ain't got no hit song, bro. It's just a song that I produced, like cool first placement. Then the world got to it. I was still like, I ain't got no hit song until it. You know what I'm saying? And people start saying me in public. You know what I'm saying? It's like you wouldn't expect it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like growing up how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I think ain't expected to be so soon. So I'm still a normal person like everybody else. I'm a human being, bro. I'm not famous. Like I could have like hot songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be doing this for like 2 years. I say 2 years from now, I'm like the hottest producer. I'm gonna still be the same person I was today, like normal. I'm gonna probably still be in this studio. Ain't gonna lie. I don't need nothing bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? I can make music. Really, I can make music at home. I don't even gotta come up here. But I come up here every day just to get away, chill, and hopefully I make a hit coming up out here. But yeah, I'm still living my normal life like everybody else.
Okay. Again, I appreciate you for chopping it up with me.
You know, man.
And
ain't got nothing else better to do.
I'm sure we'll have another conversation sometime in the future. And yeah, I'll let you get back in there, doing what you're doing.
Oh, that sounds like they messing it up in anyway. I already know my house on the computer messing it up. So I can hear it already. I'm already hearing it.
Yeah. I'll let you get back in there and fix that apparently because
it's still sounding cool, but I don't know if it ain't sounding how I had it when I left the body though. I'm gonna put it right back. You got some more questions, guys?
I think we good. Like I didn't want to keep you like.
Oh no, it's all good. I've been in there all day. You can ask me as many questions as you want. I'm chill.
Bad. Next question. This is more so about like people you would work with. Like, do you have a list of artists that you eventually want to work with, or do they just like you said your phone blows up? Do they just like email you now? Is that how it works?
Nah, really how it is, like, just like in this industry, you gotta go get it. You can't wait on somebody to get it for you because then you ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
So any future placements that I got coming out, or you know what I'm saying, songs or any emails or you know artist DMs that I got, I did that myself. Like, I reached out, you know. Thank God they replied, you know what I'm saying, because they got to reply, but you know they did. So any future songs, projects I got, songs I'm on, you know, I didn't reach out, did that myself. For sure. There's a lot of artists I want to work with right now. It's crazy, like R&B. I don't know, man. It's like certain type of beats I don't like. It's like it ain't clicked in my head yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know, artists like Ariana Grande, Latin music and stuff like that. I sure want to, you know, do something, but it's like I gotta be in the right state of mind. Type of music that's slow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Slow music is cool to listen to, but as far as making a slow beat, it's like, man, this is too slow, bro. I feel it. You know? But yeah, for sure. All the artists right now I work with, for sure.
Okay. And what's the process like if someone emails you, right, and they're like, "Yo, I want to work with you." Like, what's that process like? Is it just between you two, or you have to talk with their management? Like, how do you get the meeting set up?
That depends, because with some artists you gotta hit a big managers or they A&Rs in order for you to get any type of connection to that artist, or the artist will reply himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's always good to go to the managers or the A&Rs because they the ones, you know, the show locked in. Like they be like, send beats to this email for this artist, and it'd be like, say like an A&R's got different artists that they A&R for, like his beats for. So you'll send some beats to one artist, he not gonna know. Maybe another artist that the A&R, you know, A&R for, you know, filling in beats and boom, the beat pack don't go to waste. But as far as like going to the studio room, it's like it either be the manager, it be the managers and the A&Rs. But like some producers like sending beats. Me personally, I could send beats out, but I want to be in the studio with them. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like, I don't want to waste studio time just sitting in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like I said, it's like one of the videos or like one of these new artists, Cat Carlo or somebody like that. Them beats are easy. Like those get knocked out quick. But if the artist not feeling it, you going to the next one, man. You can't feel it now. But you can still save that beat. Maybe somebody else will get on it, but you know, for any future producers out there, hit up the A&Rs and the managers, man. DM and them artists ain't going, you know, it's a slight chance, but you got a better chance of hitting up the A&R show and the managers.
For sure. Yeah, so we dropping gems for y'all right now. So I appreciate that as well. And a final question for you before I let you go. Anyway, pandemic question. Like, did you learn anything new about yourself during the pandemic?
Like music wise or
just in general, because I know everyone kind of learns something new about themselves.
I don't know. I've noticed since I left school, my sleeping schedule has changed for sure. Like when I was in school, I used to get up at like 6, 7 o'clock. Now I get up at like 11 o'clock in the morning. You know, and then like every day it's like a schedule. And get up at about 10:30. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. Because today I woke up at like 9 something. I couldn't sleep. But every day is like a normal schedule. I wake up, shower, I just be chilling, and then around about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I come up here, make beats all day. Beats all day. Some days I come up here, I don't even touch the computer. Like I don't make beats at all. Sometimes I just get on the game all day. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like some days you feel like making beats. Some days you don't feel like making beats. Like, but that's just like you know that's producing. Be the days you like, but you like sick, like say you sick or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to keep making beats. Like make beats every day, get your sound for sure, and then keep on with it. Don't just get no song, don't get no few songs and just go sit at the house talking about some old shit. You know what I'm saying? The shoe fits weird, but this ain't no shakes and nobody. This just me talking. Like, few of my homies got some songs. Got some songs all over the place and stuff like that. They just chilling. Wish they could just chill. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? You always gotta keep on making beats for sure. And I be telling them that too. Like, bro, you can't just be chilling, man. I be telling them, like, bro, you got that blue face on, you got these songs, you just chilling. Like, you need to make some beats, bro. And they be like, I know, bro, but I ain't been feeling it. I be like, shit, I was like that too. Uno came out, I stopped making beats for a while. And I was just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling good. You know, everybody was blowing my phone up. I'm like, shit, that's what it feel like to be famous or well known. You know what I'm saying?
And you eventually got back on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because then people start hitting me up. I started networking with more people, you know. And then they was over there. They was telling me, like, you know what I'm saying? Give me plays and we can do this, we can do that. And, you know, they be calling my phone like, oh, yeah, I'm in the studio with this person. You know, they be random FaceTime calls. They be in the studio with that person that they said they was calling me. They be like, I need some music bro right now. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get on it, man. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is that one phone call, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that one phone call got me off the bed on the computer and just been making all type of different beats. Like I don't make West Coast beats no more. Like that's some I done made a long time ago. Because I know they'll get on it in that room over there. You know what I'm saying? They'll get on any beat I make, but as far as like for people in the streets, like other West Coast artists, I'll make beats like that. It won't click in my head. Like I don't like making. How to make something different. I can't be stuck in the box for sure. And that's another thing. Producers be stuck in the box. Like you gotta expand your sound. I mean, you can really say you're a producer. You got this sound and you got that sound. But you know.
All right, sounds good. Again, appreciate you for chatting with me. Yeah, all questions I have.
It look dark in here. So I'm looking at the screen. I look black.
It'll clear up on this point.
Man, I look black. Man, for sure. God, I ain't even that dark. I'm saying I ain't even that dark. Like you would think I was black, like I'm light skinned. I look black, man. I don't know what the lights right now. It ain't hitting for sure. That's one thing about me, like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm on camera, I want to be looking like me. Like, I don't want to look black. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm black. You know, black is beautiful, but, you know, I ain't that dark. How the computer got me looking for sure.
It'll clear up once you see it. That's just how it is right now.
So, we need to ASAP. I ain't just black. I got some light on.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you for chatting with me, bro. Like, this was my pleasure. This was good. Let's do it again soon.
Yeah, for sure.
And y'all got projects coming out, so I'm not for sure. Right?
Yeah. I got a few. I be telling them, like, man, I need my songs to that, bro. For real. I need to feel like, I need that feeling like I was feeling when Uno was coming up. And I need the phone ringing again. You know? Yeah. But at some point, that it gets annoying.
The phone calls?
Yeah. Like on Instagram, the way they got it is.
Oh, you call people?
Yeah, you can call people on Instagram. Like on Instagram, if you ain't following the person or they not following you, they DM you, they go to requests.
Yeah.
And not your regular DM. So, you know, I'm glad that happened. But when that incident came out, man, I 100 plus requests. I wasn't gonna go through all of this.
Like, yeah, I ain't about to read all this right now.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is the producers, like a few producers that's like that have produced like Young Boy, Rodaway, they was in my DMs when the interview came out on August 8th, but I didn't know that because you know there's so many of them. So just going back and looking at them now, like, geez, I'm gonna tap back in with bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now seeing it. So a whole year later, I'm just now seeing a few of my DMs that I didn't respond to because of that.
Yeah,
it wasn't because I was no famous guy or didn't want to DM you. I had a whole bunch of requests. So I wasn't gonna scroll through all of them just to pick them. Because everybody was saying the same thing, so I was like, okay, the same thing, you know, appreciate it. Then you get tired of doing that today. So you're like, that day was crazy, bro. Like the phone was ringing. Phone was ringing. My mama was like, why your phone keep ringing? And like, you ain't heard the interview just dropped. She on it. She, you know how parents is, you know, they very supportive, especially my mom. She embarrassed me. But she was watching the interview when it first came out. She was like, that's my child. You know what I'm saying? She's screaming and all, you know, that's my child. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, it's not that serious, you know. But yeah, as far as my family, they very supportive. Everybody happy for me. And then when they see me, it's like, it's crazy. Like, they be playing the song. And I just be sitting there thinking, like, the song is old. Like, I'm way past that. But, you know, they still dancing to it. And they don't even call me by my childhood nickname no more. When they see me, they call me Almighty. That's how much they call me Almighty. Like, when they see me. They be like, you ain't Keisha no more. You know, I'm like, what you mean? They be like, you Almighty now, ain't you? I'm like, whatever you want to call me, that's what you call me. You know what I'm saying? But, so I love it at the end of the day.
Yeah, all support is good support, bro. Sure.
And it be some fake love too, bro. I'm not feeling it. For real. I'm not feeling it.
Like, are you referring to like on social media or just like in general?
In general, bro. You tell somebody no, it's over with. Over with. Oh, I ain't cool with him no more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got a big car. I got a problem with saying no because I won't want nobody saying no to me. But
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta say no.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta say no. And let me ask you this final question. So, like, your inbox currently, like, is it like this?
Nah.
Still? No, you put it out.
Now it's a few in there. I got about 17 requests, but it's like, you know, it's nothing major. I'm pretty sure if I responded to them people now, they done forgot what they even hit me up for. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no point in hitting them up. So it's cleared up now. It's like, it ain't 100 like it was. It didn't whatever fast too. So you know, a lot of them was bot accounts. Like they were real accounts. So on Instagram, I guess when Instagram delete those accounts, the DMs gone. So I get on there one day, it's like 100. Then I get on there, it's like 80. So I'm like,
But I guess they cleaning up. Right?
yeah, I was sitting there like I didn't go through 20 DMs. And, you know, then they come on like they're probably bots. So.
Yeah, they probably cleaned it up.
Yeah, for sure. Deleted them fake accounts.
For sure. Yeah, I guess that's what I got to ask you. I'll be posting your profile on our Instagram later.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get back. Sure. And I'll tag you in this, and this is already on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube already. So
It's on Twitch.
yeah. But yeah, again, appreciate you for joining me. I appreciate your whole team.
I still look back on that camera over there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
They
So.
got me looking bad. Man.
Yeah. So like if for whatever reason you guys want to copy a video, I'll send it to you guys too. You know. And, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna for sure post my new clips. Like me saying some real stuff. You know?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, keep it 100.
Yeah.
And
I always keep it 100. Ain't no fake for me. All my homies can vouch for me, bro. And if the homies don't vouch for me, it's over with.
yeah, for sure, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, appreciate you for joining.
Yeah,
That was dope. And I'm not sure how many more.
well, see the phone blowing up already. Come on now.
I'm not sure how many more team members y'all got in there, but
You interview everybody else. You interview my cousin, his brother,
yeah.
my pops, his
All right.
interviewed 5 people, right?
I think so.
Cool, that's it.
Okay, for sure. We'll wrap it up here, and I'll let you go back in there. And
It sounds like you messing up. I bet you I'll go in there. He's sitting in the chair, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he's sitting in that chair for sure. Cause he was waiting on me to get up. He was like, "Stop, you go in here." He all over my shoulder. He's sitting in that chair for sure. I know he is.
All right then, bro. Like, I'll follow you like later, and I want to check out that interview you got. So,
What? Oh, the James interview? You ain't seen that shit?
I'm gonna have to go check that out a little later. And
Yeah, everybody who be hitting me up now be like, oh, bro, I see your news sheet. I'm like, bro, you late, but I appreciate it.
for sure. And
Yeah, go check the interview out.
hey, he's on the phone, bro.
347,000 views.
For sure. I'm gonna check that out. I'll see if I can repost that. Like, that's pretty dope.
So yeah, for sure, you know, take a screenshot of it, you know, screen recording everything, you know, post it, you know what I'm saying? Go get that, go watch that interview for sure.
Yeah. And
Broke down the Uno beat, you know what I'm saying? Go watch that for sure. Show some love, comment,
bro. Make sure you follow him. Drop your Instagram again.
Almighty Keys. Like I said, he gonna put that down in his description for sure.
Yeah.
I go follow him, give me the 5,000 because I need that ASAP. I can drop a beat. Free beat, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop a free beat.
So when you get to 5,000, there's gonna be a free beat.
Yeah, I'll post it. Just because I ain't did it in so long. Last free beat I posted 8 last year.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. And it wasn't even a hard beat. Like it was a mid beat. It was okay. But a few people got on stuff like my bro D3, YG artists. So
Okay. Yeah, make sure y'all follow him. Like he said, I'm posting in the description later. So yeah. So I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna end this podcast, and we'll be good. Sound good? Yep. So you're able to get up if you would like, sir.
oh shit. You know me, I gotta stretch me in for that.
For sure, bro.
Sure, appreciate
All right, bro.
I already know
All right.
that you're messing up. Let me you see what's about.
For sure. So we have officially interviewed like five artists. One was not an artist; he's like supporter, and as you see, everyone had a Keep It 100 podcast shirt on, including myself. Like, what's my Keep It 100 podcast shirt? That's in the background. That's in the background. And yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. Videos on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I'll be posting snippets on Instagram later. It will be on audio version too. So Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Chromecast, and a bunch of other ones I didn't name or I can't remember right now. But as you guys know, like I always post the content, especially if JR's on an interview or I'm doing it. Like I'm gonna post content on the page because that's kind of my job here. So hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We're gonna go ahead and end here. Again, this is Keep It 100 podcast show. Host JR Robertson, Terrell McBee. I'm Terrell, obviously. And yeah, we'll end it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night or morning, depending on what side of the world you're in. And yeah, we'll go ahead and end here.